Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I am reviewing Action Comics issue 11. So let's see what's going on with this issue, and let's talk about the cover first. I like the cover. I was excited for this issue, because we're finally seeing a story with Batman and Superman. I was kind of excited for that, even though in this issue we don't get to see them that much. I thought it was gonna be this battle, or not battle, but I thought they're gonna like team up. For some villain, and that didn't really happen. It was kind of just like a random talk, and that's it. But it does show that they're friends, so I like that. Um, yeah, so I was excited from this cover because I do like their friendship, Superman and Batman. The art was okay, and I'm not loving how Superman looks in this cover. It was like, eh. But I was excited for this issue because of the cover, even though it's kind of misleading because, they're not really teaming up or anything. And again, there's just like some random talk in the issue. But let's talk about what happened in this issue. See if I like that. So really, we're just getting to see, the aftermath of, Clark Kent, Superman, getting rid of the identity of Clark Kent and really seeing how his life is different because of that. He gets a new identity as a firefighter, as, like, I think his name is something Clark. Like his last name is Clark, so it shows that it is like some form of Clark Kent. This is more of a loner type of person. He could be Superman more often with this identity, and he's kind of in this issue we get to see Superman and Batman talk, saying, was it a good idea that I'm not Clark Kent anymore? Was it a good idea that I let go of that identity? And also we have this other story going on with Lois's niece, who sees the future or has some sort of gifts. We never met this niece, but now, this person wants to get the niece because she's special. And in the end of this issue, this is a little spoiler alert because I want to talk about this. So if you didn't read the issue and you're planning on picking up, there is a spoiler I'm going to reveal. In the end of this issue, we get to see this guy who wanted to get Lois's niece pushes Lois away in this train, or not train, but this car. It pushes Lois away, and I either makes her really unconscious and really wounded or dead. So we don't know what's going on with Lois over here. But oh, actually, I think it was the firefighter truck that Clark was on. Well, Superman was on, and that hit Lois. So that's what happened in the end of this issue. So that was kind of a shocker. But I thought this issue was very confusing and all over the place. I did like this issue and what aspects were in this issue because I liked seeing Lois's niece and like this whole new character having these gifts. I thought that was kind of cool, and being related to Lois, I thought that was kind of cool. And then that cliffhanger was makes me want to pick up issue 12. But the thing is, the thing that's really all really confusing and very, like I said, messed up is the whole Clark not being Clark and this whole identity thing, saying he wants his identity, having a new identity. Like, if you're gonna have a new identity, like, you could isolate yourself as Clark Kent. Like, why do you quit your job or whatever? You don't have to destroy Clark Kent. So the reason he kills off Clark Kent is to have a new identity called whatever, Mr. Clark. His last name being Clark. So I did not like how messed up that is, and like, why is he doing that? Also, like, even though I like Lois's niece, like, where did she come from? Like, I felt like we should have saw her character, if they're going to use this story, we should have saw her character before issue 11, before she became a main part of a story. We should have saw, brief appearances of her, saying, oh yeah, Lois has a niece, but really they randomly brought Lois's niece in this issue. Even though she seems like an interesting character, it's weird how they just popped her into this issue. So there was a lot of great things in this issue that seem interesting. Again, that cliffhanger. Clark, I guess, trying to find himself, try to find like how he could balance being Superman. Maybe realizing that he can't always be Superman, I guess, because he's like realizing, oh, did I make a mistake killing off Clark Kent? But it did make stuff confusing in this issue. Also, I would say it could have been better if it was neater. If maybe his plan more to bring this niece in to have two identities. I mean, to destroy Clark Kent to have a new identity, I thought that was kind of stupid. So there's some good things, there's some bad things, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I would say that's really good for the next issue. So that's the only reason I would say to pick this up. It really is a thin line where I'm saying this, because I'm going to give this issue a 3. Usually when I give it a 3, I say it's between don't pick up and pick up. But I'm going to say pick this up only because of that cliffhanger. You know, it could be a really good next issue. Maybe they'll explain things. But, Action Comics is getting a little confusing. I feel like I think really the most confusing part is the whole Clark Kent story, and, like, what are they going to do with that? Is this going to affect other Superman titles? I don't know. That's really the confusing part, really, about the New 52, is, like, how they affect other titles also. Yeah, so I didn't love this issue, but again, there's possibilities to make this next issue really good and have good stories if they neat up, you know, they organize some of this story, because it's all over the place. But still, for me, I would say pick it up, but again, it's on a thin line between don't pick up and pick up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and again, I give this a 3. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter in the description below to be linked for both my Twitters for both my YouTube channels, The Random Situations and Comic Uno, and there'll be news about those videos on both my Twitters. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Bye.